Hi dear Leos, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon channel, and this will be your March-April 2018 mini reading. By mini reading I mean that we will be looking into just overall general energies that are coming to you, or you will be kind of enveloped in these energies and you will be influenced by them in March, April. So if you need more details and looking into your specific matters, please book a personal reading. Other than that, please don't expect that it will be exactly matching each person who is watching, because you understand it's just general overview of the energies. So I'm going to use today Golden Tarot deck by Cat Black, which I used before if you watched my videos before, and also I'm using for fire signs for March April healing with the Angels Oracle cards deck. So Leo, March April 2018, and the first card is Queen of Coins. Again, coins, Six of Coins. Looks like Leos will be looking into financial or prosperity matters. Queen of Wands, a lot of women if you're a Leo man, so you will be lucky to have attention. And another female symbol card, the High Priestess. Okay, so let's look into this spread. Of course, I would be inclined to say that Queen of Wands reflects the energy of Leo, fire sign, because she symbolizes creativity, power, determination. She's very resourceful. She knows how to use the tools, and she's very self-confident. She's confident about whatever she's doing. So I would say that although your March energy shows Queen of Coins, I would say that it's still you. It's one of your kind of aspects of your personality for Leos who are watching. And Queen of Coins will be just showing that this side of your fire personality will be more into earthly matters. So Queen of Coins, she is responsible for keeping household going steady and even prosperous. She is the person who is in charge of things, and she knows how to control things and how to control other family members. So Queen of Coins, it's the energy of keeping everything under control and building up prosperity, steady income, and growing of financial resources in your household. Or if we're talking about business, also the energy of Queen of Coins shows that in the beginning of March, that would be your main concern for many Leos who are watching, that they need to use this beautiful energy of growing, of growth, of prosperity, of abundance, of opportunities coming from the sources that also have some kind of, the energy of flowing abundance to whatever you are doing. You have to use it in your personal matters or your matters related to business. I'm just thinking about, she's also very judgmental, because every time I look at the image of this card while I'm showing it to you who is watching, it looks like she's judging people who are looking at her, and she's kind of evaluating. So there is this energy of evaluation, of judgment also coming for some of Leos watching in the beginning of March. So I really pick up this energy of somebody who will be under scrutiny, maybe by their superiors. So where at your workplace, please be careful. You will be kind of watched upon. And I'm not saying that it would be for finding faults necessarily, but it could be that people will be watching over you, like for the sake of control or for the sake of curiosity. So how she or he is performing at their workplace. Maybe you just started, or maybe it's just the time for some kind of annual reports, and it will be all about this matters related to papers, documents, office work, reports, again, books, you know, like debit and credit kind of thing. So yeah. Also, if you're a male person watching, Leo male who is watching, this will show your wife most likely, or your partner, who is largely an earthly sign, or she could be the person who has Earth represented in her natal chart quite quite saliently. Like, this will be a person who is into material matters more than romantic matters. So if you have a wife like that, it could be that yeah, she will be taking charge in your family life, and I'm not seeing any conflicts or something, but sometimes it could be some kind of pressure. That's what I'm getting from this card, the energy of some kind of pressure on you. Maybe she would be questioning your income, saying, look, you can take the second job. That's what I'm picking up for some of the families. Then if you're a male Leo who is in a romantic relationship with the Queen of Coins, this will be another kind of concern, that you can think that she is more into your pocket, your wallet, rather than, you know, your heart. But it shouldn't be only the case, and you should be trusting her, because usually Queen of Coins, females who represent this energy, they can be very, very reliable. They're dependable. Because they're independent thinkers and they know how to fix things, right? So even if she does not show off her, you know, romantic feelings, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have them. She can be very much attracted to you. But at the same time, because of the energy of coins, she's more into earthly matters. So she's more into less in romance, but into this bond between people, even romantic partners who are connected on the level of earthly matters, like sharing, you know, bank accounts, or sharing homes. You know, she's more into creating this environment for you to dwell in. That's how I feel about it. So don't think bad that she's too much into material matters, because it could be very good for Leos, because many Leos, they're more creative than they are constructive sometimes. And again, it's a stereotype, but usually Leos, they are bearers of ideas, and they would like other people to actualize their ideas and their plans. So Queen of Coins could be a very, very good personality in this matter. The next card, Six of Coins, also speaks about stability in financial matters, which is quite good for Leos. They like to spend a lot, and it's very hard for them to keep the books in order, and they are very generous by their nature. So it's very much this energy of Six of Coins, about talking about support of others who are in need, of being in the center of a group who depends on you. So if we can see this person is kind of enjoying his position of giving alms to people who are begging for his for finances. At the same time, and Leos are very generous people by nature, and they can, you know, spark any environment, workplace environment, or family, with their ideas, with their brilliance, with their generosity. But this card also warns you not to be too wasteful, because people can use your generosity into their favor, and they can you know, maybe begging for more than you can give them, or if you can, they will be just overusing your generosity. That's how I feel about this card. Also, in love relationship, I'm just picking up for someone who is watching. It could show also kind of a warning. Please be careful with not opening your heart too fast to people who you don't know very much, and maybe you need a little bit more time to decide if you want to be with them, and to open your feelings to them, because they can also overuse your courting behavior. That's how I feel about it. So you can Leo, as a sign of fire, they are very sensitive in terms of, I would say, sensual, and they can be easily attracted to other people, and they can just plunge into adventure without, like, impulsively, just like Aries. And this card shows me that if you're too much into somebody at this point, into somebody's charms, try to keep your head cold for some, even when your heart is full of emotions. Please keep your senses in control, because it can happen that you're giving too much for people who maybe do not deserve it, or they don't give you as well. So you have to keep a balance between giving and receiving. Now, I already mentioned this, the energy of this card, Queen of Wands. Besides that, it can reflect your personality, creative, brilliant, sensual, beautiful, shining, looking for attention and giving attention. It can also show a person in your life, and it could be both female or male person, and it talks about either a very significant person who will be in the beginning of April, who will be influencing your decisions, and who will be maybe a master of your thoughts. And when I'm saying that it gives me also this connection between the card that I just talked about. So maybe you're too much charmed, enchanted even by somebody, or the relationship itself. So it's a beautiful card. I don't think it talks about any precautions, but it just shows that whoever the person is, they really brighten up your days. They are very significant for you, and you feel inspired by them, by their ideas, by their appearance, by your by your relationship. So I really feel that if in the beginning of April, if you don't have this person in your life before April, so most likely they will show up. So just open your eyes and be on the alert, and look for any bright person who will be around you. So they will be significant for you in terms of creativity. Maybe you will start a new project. Maybe it will be maybe a new love relationship or partnership in business. So it's very interesting. It also, if it's not a person, it could be that you will have a very interesting idea, creative idea or creative project, and you can start it in April, and most likely it will be very successful, because the energy of creativity will be just flowing on you. Beautiful card. And finally, we have here the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is the card of cold mind and wise. It's a wise person. Sorry, it's a person. It's a person or energy that is more about wisdom, knowledge, maybe some kind of, I hate to say cold heart, but some kind of estrangement, detachment. Yes, detachment is the better word. Detachment from the external world, from the environment. She knows, she possesses a lot of knowledge of people and situations. So she knows the higher, the spiritual wisdom. And usually this card shows that by the end of April, Leos will feel maybe more on the side of being on their own, and their intuition will help them to navigate through relationships or whatever issue will be there, or at the workplace. And it also shows that there will be some kind of attention towards spiritual matters more than mundane matters. Yeah, so what I'm picking up, you know, it's a card of being alone or being on your own while thinking about, you know, serious stuff. Like, for example, I wouldn't say, you know, more philosophical stuff, more philosophical than just, okay, what I'm going to eat for dinner today. It will be about, okay, what is my life purpose? How can I use my knowledge to better serve some kind of universal truths or universal good? You know, you will be more philosophical by the end of April. Also, the High Priestess can show some kind of slowing down. So maybe in the beginning, March and April will be more active for you. You will be more active, and you will be engaged in a lot of activities and relationships. And there will be a lot of maybe if you're doing business, so it will be a lot of efforts to make it work, to make it grow, looking at coins, and you will be investing money into some you know, purposeful projects. But by the end of April, the High Priestess says, slow down and maybe don't expect very fast results, because usually this card also shows that whatever your goal is, it will take time before you will get it. So the High Priestess is from all the aspects of your life, whatever we are looking into, it will be kind of slowing down energy, detachment from everyday routine aspects of your life, and it's more about turning inside and looking into your own heart, turning your eyes kind of inside and looking into your heart. What is there? If we talk about this new person who will be on your horizon in the beginning of April, so this card will say, you know what, just take your time, don't rush into any relationships yet, or any, you know, hasty decisions yet. So kind of read your books, think about, get more information, think about this person from the point of view of how they can be your partners, how they can fulfill your spiritual kind of self, how they can be, okay, yeah, that's it, how much of soulmates they can become for you. Yeah, that's exactly the message that I just got. Interesting. So the idea here is that you really have to kind of balance the bright side of life with more spiritual side of life, and you have to continue being a Leo who you are, with a kind of fiery heart, and with a heart that is all the time full of emotions, of bright experiences. You have to balance March and April. In March and April, these energies are showing that you have to balance it with kind of cold mind, wise mind that is helping you to move along with the less expenses or less, you know, negative outcomes of some kind of your impulsive decisions. That's how I feel about it. Okay. Now looking into healing with angels. Healing with angels cards. Trust. This is an interesting card. Yes, you have to trust your intuition. I would say this trust mostly goes with High Priestess, with the High Priestess. And it speaks about trust your intuition, trust your wisdom. When you slow down and you look inside, you have to trust your intuitive feelings, that what is the right person for you, who will be the right partner, what is the best way to invest your you know, assets or your funds. Truth and integrity. Don't lie to yourself. Be who you are, but be very honest to yourself and other people. Don't try to pretend that you're somebody else when you are not. And it again talks about both workplace situation, business situation, projects, and personal relationships. So maybe you would like to show your Queen of Coins that you really can be a good how to say, you're very resourceful and you can bring good income to your household or your family, but they don't, they kind of question it. But you have to be honest with yourself. Can you really do that? So show, how to say, you not necessarily you have to open your heart immediately, but you have to say, you know, I don't want to give you false promises. So if they kind of put pressure on you, is saying, can you really do that? I really want you to do that. Just be honest with them and be honest with yourself, saying, look, this is who I am, and I value your, you know, involvement into my life, but I cannot give you false promises. So this card speaks about that. Oh, and this is a beautiful card, blessings. So I think the point of blessings after trust and integrity and truth, I think you will be blessed then by not taking, but by not giving a false image of yourself in your relationships and in all your matters that will be most important for you in March and April. So you really will be blessed by the end of April, I would say, or maybe in the beginning of April. That's how I feel about it, because Queen of Wands, it's almost like Ace of Wands energy, opening the gates, that doors that were closed before. It's creativity, it's blessings with resources, you know, with finances. So you will be able even to invest, you will be able to share, to lend, but be careful, don't overuse that. And blessings is a very beautiful card for you, Leo. It's whatever you're thinking about, if you keep this balance between your, you know, adventurous heart and your brilliant mind, so you will be blessed by miracles happening to you, and infuse your March and April with this energy of being who you really are. Don't lie to yourself and to other people, and don't start things that you feel they are not for you, but you think, oh no, I will be ready for anything. Let's see what happens. Leos can be a little bit kind of reckless like that. But I think the main advice of this spread is that keep the balance between the earthly and heavenly, spiritual plane in your heart and in your mind, and for sure you will be blessed by miracles coming to you. Very beautiful cards. So I'm happy for you, Leo, and I wish you well. Thank you very much for watching. And again, it's a very general view of the energies coming. So if you need more advice or more personal personal reading, so please you can use the links below, and you're most welcome with your questions. Thank you very much. Bye bye.